Merry Christmas, fellas! We're entering December. Hello everyone, I'm Julien-Ferré and this is the CODEX, here to uncover all the different codes behind your favorite shows. And today we have a special guest. Joining us live, please welcome the boys' #1 specialist, Luca Chevalier!
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Luca, The Boys is the most successful show on Amazon Prime Video, and the audience wants to know the truth, and on what The Boys is so different from your classic superhero flick.
Well, first of all, Julien, thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be there and to spread truth. Superheroes are heroes before anything else. They have their own journey, like in The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. First of all, our hero lives in his ordinary world. Adventures call him. Will he answer? No, he will not answer it yet. He needs a mentor, he needs a plot device to go on. Then he jumps into the extraordinary world, where he meets allies, he meets sidekicks, and he meets enemies. He searches to confront his enemies. He doesn't succeed yet. But he makes a second try, where he succeeds. Then, strong, free, with this new virus he acquired, he returns into his original world, better than ever. That's really a story about getting better, becoming a better human, if you will. In worldwide premiere, I will tell you the truth. Superheroes are made of chemical composites like compound V. This is a product made by Vought to make even more products, like superheroes with their own marketed stories that, of course, never happened. They already got an audience waiting for them while they're still trained into a lab. I will say to you, Julian, that's up. Because behind these sweet covers, you don't know what happens. You don't want to know what happens. I'm talking about abuses, about rape, about violence, murder, assassination, and all you can imagine.
Pretty f***ed up. And you are right. A lot of the characters are based on DC and Marvel superheroes. And sometimes they are like the complete opposites. For instance, let's take Captain America, a morally complex human being from World War II. Replaced by Soldier Boy, an egocentric, racist, homophobic, misogynistic guy who's never changed since war. And you know what? All of his greatest accomplishments were staged by Vought. He actually never did a freaking thing. Superman is a beacon of hope and justice, while Homelander is a sadistic psychopath who views humanity as slaves that should serve him. On the one hand, Batman is a philanthropist individualist who's seeing his butler, Alfred, as a paternal figure, and is a sidekick, Robin, as a son. While on the other hand, Tech Knight is a masochistic racist who views his black butler as a slave and recruits young sidekicks for his sexual fantasies. And let's continue! And white, rich men like Ozymandias or Lex Luthor, smartest men on the planet, have been changed into a black girl from a Detroit suburbs that no one takes seriously. And there's an infinity amount of examples.
You're perfectly right, as always, Julien. I will just add that this series aims to educate the American people about themselves, about stardom, about morals, about the American society nowadays. Like, for instance, A-Train, who's based on The Flash, I suppose, he's taking drugs to stay performant. Wonder Woman, who in the show is Queen Maeve, is a LGBTQ character that is corrupted by Vought, the company, the big company that uses her as a mean to sell more products. There's also this fish guy, how is named?
The Deep, I think.
The Deep. Yeah, he puts it deep, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And whatsoever, he accuses the movement Me Too of his downfall after everything he does goes public. Can you believe it?
I can't.
With all those characters that really are superheroes but pretty much villain after all, we got two exceptions. We got Black Noir, which is Black Noir that does pretty much nothing, and we get Starlight. Starlight is the lens through which we can see this world, this depraved world. She is naive, she is innocent and pure and will be corrupted deeply, if you know what I mean. She will get through it all, harassment, depression, everything the capitalist world has to offer. Thanks, vote!
Wow, that's a lot, even for me. I personally think that The Boys is kind of a horrific mirror of the US, on the ideology it criticizes, and the political viral memes it depicts. For instance, Scientology was criticized. Web misinformation is legion during last season thanks to characters like Firecracker. Black Lives Matter becomes Soup's Lives Matter, but they are the ones taking lives. Vogt gives Compound V to hierarchy terrorists in order to create their own supervillains.
That's a shock for me, if I just can.
I'm sorry that you are just learning about this situation.
Yeah, I knew it was bad, but
it's breaking bad. COVID's movements and polemic ads are referenced. And there is this woman, Stormfront, this Me Too woman constantly doing live on Instagram, who is revealed to be an Aryan Nazi.
she uses trolls too.
Yes.
Like the Russian trolls that can hack on the nets in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot about the meme society, the people that believe what they find on the net more than what's real.
I've got no words. I can't trust on any words right now. Unless yours, because you are the #1 specialist.
The only one that does not spread fake news.
We are talking about a company overarching the whole world and still spreading. There's Vogtland, Vogtpress, Vogtify, Vogtius, and an immense Vogt skyscraper. Doesn't remind you of anything?
I see what you're doing here. I should just precise that the last season of The Boys, season 4, started when Homelander was on trial. Homelander, spoiler alert once again,
Go on.
becomes the president of the United States. With, how subtle is that? The tagline, "Make America soup again." I just have no words.
Me too. We haven't talked about the last topic I wanted to hear you about. The Boys is a meta TV show, just like Scream with horror movies. The Boys is making a tackling observation about the superhero industry. There is superhero movies, shows, toys everywhere. Tell me a little about that.
Well, you're perfectly right, once again. As I said, superheroes are marketing products, not savior, no messiahs. All they do is just shooting movies all the time. Like what? You're not saving the world. A-Train did a Black Panther documentary like when he was going on his ancestors' footsteps. He also did a Blind Side parody. I don't know how to qualify it better than that. And just like Marvel, they got those great calendar spanning from 6 to 7 years. I thought the Comic Con scene was really clear about that. That was the absolute reality of life. The codes were completely adapted into fiction. Beautiful. But they got 10 movies to release since 2030, just like Marvel. It's the death of art. It's capitalism in its pure glory.
I really like the Dawn of the Seven parody that they made, which essentially was shedding light on Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League movie. But he had to left shooting because of his daughter's passing. But the studio took the opportunity to remake the movie as they wished it to be. And that is daunting.
Totally. And I should add that A-Train, as a drug dealer, stuck in the suburbs.
Cut his mic. Sorry, Luca, we're out of time. I know we could speak about The Boys and its commitment to show America's true face all day, but I can't thank you more enough for that discussion. And you, folks out there, who's watching, While this may be the end of this CODEX season, on behalf of myself and the whole crew of the Circle production, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be careful what series you're watching, and I'll be seeing you next time.